we're just about to head out for dinner. I thought I'd show you my outfit. So it's kind of dressy, but also kind of simple. Like this dress is like this lemon kind of ensemble. But then I've just kind of, my husband says I look smart, but I don't know, I feel like a blazer dresses it down a bit. Excuse all the washing on the line. Anyway, kind of like a light coloured blazer. I also like this because it kind of is a bit more flattering. I'm still working on the figure. And then I've gone for this bag. I can't remember where I got it from. It's very Hermes inspired. It was online. I think it was like a specific shop. I can't remember, but I will find something similar and link it. But it gives very smart vibes. And then again, to dress it down, just these like Havaiana flip-flops in black, because black just goes with everything. And the plan is we're going to dinner, and then we are in the marina, and then we're gonna walk back on the seafront and kind of, you know, be on the beach and stuff. So I wanted something that I could kind of hoik up a little bit, but also with the shoes slip off so I can walk in the sand and the sea and just have a good time. So that's the kind of plan tonight. So it's kind of dressy, smart, casual, and easy. I'm coming to you barefaced, curly hair. This is me in all my naturalness. So firstly, I want to apologise for not doing a video last month. It was a really heavy month. I had Keelan's birthday to sort out, and although I've got Alana's party next week and birthday next week, I kind of sort both their stuff out at the same time, so it's a bit easy on me. On top of that, we had Cyprus, and coming here to Cyprus, which is where I am right now. So I thought I'd do a little video whilst I'm here for this month. I won't be talking about my journal and my plans as much this month. It's going to kind of be a little, because I don't have that here, but it's going to be a little bit more of a catch up, especially because I wasn't around last month, just because I 2 birthdays to sort out, along with packing and coming out here. So we've been out here for 10 days, and we came out here. So if you don't already know, I am part Cypriot. And my family, my cousin out here was getting married. So we didn't come to Cyprus last year so that we could come now, this year. So that's what we've done. We came out middle of May, and it's now coming towards the end of May. And it's been such a lovely time. I can't lie. The wedding was amazing. So I'm Greek Cypriot, and you know, there's proper traditions in place. And you know what, like my cousin's wedding was really welcoming, and some great music, fantastic music actually, and just really good vibes. Not only that, we've come to a few one other wedding out here apart from our own, which is great. And it was my, like, me and my kids, well, only Keelan at the time, plus my grandparents, and so on. Whereas this time round, we had a bit more of our English family come over, so that was really fun as well. And it kind of felt like the holiday was in two parts, because the first part was the wedding and then seeing some of the family. We went out for meze and went to the beach with my aunt and uncle and cousin from England, but here in Cyprus, which was really, really nice. And then this half of the trip, which is only like 5 days or so, has been the more kind of relax, chill, with my kids, beach, pool. Because we come out here every year, we know Cyprus like the back of our hand now, I would say. Obviously, there's always new stuff to find, but we know a few places on the beach to go to. We also know some like pool places, so we've stayed in hotels here, and we know we like some hotels that we can go and just spend the day there at the pool, even though we're not staying there, and you just kind of pay, you know, by getting lunch and stuff. So we've kind of done a bit of this and a bit of that, and just really enjoyed our time and had a real break from reality, and a nice little holiday. So I've got some like notes here so we can kind of just have a bit of a catch up about everything. So let's catch up from last month. So last month was Keelan's 6th birthday. That's my son, my firstborn. And yeah, we had a Minecraft party, which was just really good. I really liked how we did it this year. So we had a day. So it's actually a week, almost 2 weeks after his actual birthday. So we had his actual birthday and we went to Alton Towers and celebrated that way. And then the week after, because it fell in the Easter holidays, the week after is when we had his birthday party. So instead of doing like a family thing and then a friends at school thing, I combined the two. So just said to basically everyone to wait an extra week. And so I spent the morning doing his friends, and we'd done a bowling party. He had about 18 friends, about 17, there was about 18 kids, 17 friends. Oh my God, I can't open this. It was chaotic, but really cool. And I took some of the balloons that I'd done from the house party and brought them to the venue. And then we came home, had about an hour to ourselves. And then when I say to ourselves, I mean to get the food out and so on for the rest of the day, which his aunts and uncles came and cousins, and that was more like the family side of the party. And it was just such a great day. And if you've seen my other videos, I am trying to start up like a bit of a balloon business, like a side hustle really. Like I wouldn't say it's like a full-on business. It's a bit of pocket money. By the way, this is just memories. I've had this in my life since I was a kid. It's just Kian. And this is the lemon. They do orange, they do lime, all of the things. But I have it every time I'm out here. So I thought I'd do myself a little drink. And so yeah, soon after we flew out here, and yeah, I was thinking about doing a bit of a video on how I travel with 2 kids, because I think we've kind of nailed it. Not just that, but also the beach setup that we have. I think we have nailed the beach setup. Tents, just a few bits here and there. We've got games that we bring, but they're tiny little games. What I'll do is maybe a whole video on it. I know I've definitely done like, or it's coming onto my Instagram, some content on how we do the beach setup. So definitely go follow me over there on Instagram if you haven't already, because I have got one thing about coming to Cyprus for me is it really ignites some of my creative flair. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm back here. This is very nostalgic to me. It also is something that, you know, somewhere where I can just shut off because we don't have Wi-Fi at the house. So I only kind of use a bit of Wi-Fi here and there. But then it just allows me to kind of just shut down my brain and reset a little bit. So I think that's why that happens, along with having a bit of sun, bit of time out, The sun always does something to people, doesn't it? So yeah, I have done quite a few videos, so I've got some content coming over on Instagram and probably TikTok as well, so stay tuned for that. The one thing that has been a lifesaver this time is the wagon. If you get anything like from my recommendations, it's the wagon. We took it to the airport and it just helped with all the luggage and the kids, and it just made that whole experience really smooth. And then being here this year, we haven't got a car, so we brought the wagon, and it again has been an absolute lifesaver. Every time we've been to the beach, we just load it up and go down to the beach with the kids, easy peasy. And we have a place that we know, probably about a 30-minute, 40-minute walk away from us. And we could just get a cab, but to save money, we left early in the morning, so it wasn't that warm, like that hot here for us anyway, and walked it with the kids, everything that we needed in the wagon. It was perfect, much to my husband's dismay. Like, he didn't want to bring the wagon, but I would 100% recommend the wagon. I will leave the wagon that I have in the description box below, because that particular one is amazing. I kind of want to do a few DIYs to it, like maybe, so we have like a shade over it, but I think I would like to put like make some sort of extra shade on it, so then you don't actually need to bring like a tent or anything to the beach. You could just have everything you need for the beach in that wagon. I know you can get other wagons that actually turn into seats as well, but this is just like a really sturdy wagon. I can't tell you how many times someone from here, not just from Cyprus, but like I would go to, we also done our food shop with the wagon as well, and so many people here stopped and admired it, and gave us compliments on it here. Even one person, like a local, said, "Where did you get that wagon?" And I was like, "Oh, I bought it from the UK." They're like, "Oh, of course, because you don't get that here." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So they, many people have admired it. It was something we bought last year as well when we went travelling through Italy, France and Italy, and then we've done Disney. I didn't actually use it in Disney because I didn't think you could bring the wagon in, but actually loads of people had wagons in Disneyland Paris, so perhaps you can. So I might try it next time. So we have taken Keelan out of school to come here. We got pretty much all of it authorised apart from a few days, which is fine. We don't get fined for it as far as I'm aware. And we've got it authorised because it is family, it's a wedding, I suppose it's on like religious grounds, family grounds. The school has seen it as education of our culture in our family. So we have taken him out of school, but moving from that, I have really enjoyed this time of year. I've always liked coming to Cyprus in May, June, or September, October, simply because it's not the height of summer. It's spring, or it's going into autumn, but it's the perfect time for kids especially. Summer is really hot. I don't even like it, and then I worry about the kids with heat and so on, whereas this time of year is perfect. We've been able to stay at the beach all day. I will say that this is the first time in a long time that I've come to Cyprus where I haven't been pregnant and I haven't had babies. Alana is now a toddler. She's about to turn 3, and she had a vest on and armbands on, but I could literally sit there and just watch them play in the water, on the sand. Obviously, as a parent, you still have to do things with them, and I help them build sandcastles and stuff, but it was a lot less taxing and a lot easier to manage. And I feel like I've caught like a good amount of colour, which I, again, haven't done in many years, simply because I haven't been able to sit in the sun because I've always had a baby in my arms. So there you go. This is my natural hair now. It is really drying into the frizz ball that it is. But I thought I would show you me and all my naturalness. So if you follow me on Instagram or any of my socials, you may have heard or seen me write about the Mediterranean cottage lady or mum, like mama vibe. This is a vibe that I'm just trying to bring to the table. We've all heard of, there's so many different vibes, like the is it croquet vibe or croquet aesthetic. Obviously you've got coastal grandmother, which is one I absolutely love. But the one that I'm kind of bringing to the table is the Mediterranean cottage vibe, which is, think a mix of, you know, coastal grandmother, Martha Stewart vibe, with Jennifer Lopez, Mediterranean kind of infused into that. Think homemade, traditional, Mediterranean, with a touch of sultry and sexy, but still, you know, a bit, for me, definitely a bit of mum life. So with my content, I definitely want to move into this kind of aesthetic, and bring hosting. I love, and bring all the things that I enjoy and love. So that includes hosting, it includes DIYs, homegrown, homemade touch, and general making of memories. Pretty dresses, fresh linen with maybe hoop earrings, very Mamma Mia. A natural mix of Santorini meets cottagecore. So yeah, that's what I want to talk a little bit more about here on my channel, but also on all my socials as well. So if you don't already, definitely follow me over there on my socials. I look forward to vibing with you and being friends about this kind of aesthetic. So the reason why I kind of made this aesthetic is because I really love the coastal grandmother vibe, but there's just something about it for me, for me, that doesn't fit me. I think I've just got more of a Mediterranean flair simply because of my heritage and the way I live. But living in England, I love kind of hydrangeas and all the cottagecore kind of aesthetic. But what I have done for many years is just try and include some of like my heritage into that. So I thought, if that's my vibe already, why not kind of just make it into my own aesthetic? I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what exactly I'm calling it. Mediterranean vibes, Mediterranean mama, Mediterranean cottage, Mediterranean cottage lady. I don't know. It's just like a whole aesthetic. So that's what we're going with. So I think I'm also going to change all my socials names and on here, and just kind of go with that, which feels very natural to me. Everything's pretty much going to stay the same. I'm still going to make my videos. I'm still going to write my blogs. I still want to have a product business and include my little side hustle of like balloon making and party decor. And you know, I am working on a podcast that I'd really love to bring to the table. Lots more content, and then some other kind of side things. Like I think sometimes people see me as like, oh, you've got too many things on your plate. This, that, you've got to focus on one. But with this kind of work, it doesn't really work like that. You have to kind of bring loads of different streams of income to make it work. and different ideas, and always keep evolving. And that's what I'm doing. I might be changing my name, but the idea and the setup is still all the same. I just kind of tweak it a little bit to fit who I am. So that's, yeah. I'll leave all my links in the description box to make it easy for you to follow me on my accounts and maybe go visit the blog. I want to talk a lot more about my heritage, about my maybe some recipes. I wouldn't say I'm like a food connoisseur or and stuff, but I do want to just share some of that lifestyle with you, and that does include food, interiors, lifestyle, and for me, a bit of mum life as well. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here because I've been talking for a while, and I'll see you in my next video. I think next month I want to focus a bit more on the garden, and do kind of finish off the kids' rooms, maybe do a bit of a shed updo, like it's a shed summer house updo. So I think I want to focus on that ready for the summer. I will probably talk a little bit more about the kids' birthday parties and how that all went, because I have two, a boy and a girl, and they're so close that instead of doing like a video on each, I thought I would just kind of bring it all together in one video. So I have content and footage, and I'm thinking I can do a sit down video like this and talk you through what I did. So I think a video like that is coming as well. And yeah, just keep you updated on the progress of my journal that I do want to get made, because I do think it will help many mums out there. So until next time, I don't have any reviews today. I literally have only been reading one book and I still am not finished on it. I'm very close. I'm hoping to finish it before the end of the holiday and on the plane. I might even do the next book, which is A Court of Frost and Starlight, because it's only like this thin anyway. So in the next video, I will hopefully give you a review on this one and possibly that one. So we shall see. And I am going to go and do something with my hair now because it's ridiculous. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys.